This is the culture.
Welcome. My name is Vinny Albano, and welcome to Vinny's Mini Reviews. All right, today we're covering the ending of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, the final chapters, part 2, final season, part 3, part 2. It's really fucking confusing, the naming conventions that Attack on Titan has put upon us, but we're here. And Attack on Titan is a series that means a lot to me. I grew up with Attack on Titan. I have revisited it, and as I matured and I gained more media literacy, on every revisit, Attack on Titan became something more and more than just a fun little action show to me. By the time season 4 came around, we all know that it became a complex political drama commentating on such themes as racism, prejudice, and war. Attack on Titan is a beautiful show from beginning to end. The ending is divisive and controversial. People hate the ending. Some people absolutely adore the ending. I am satisfied. I don't think the ending was perfect. I think the wrap up to Attack on Titan felt rushed at moments, and I felt that in the manga significantly. I think the anime adaptation does give us a little bit more scenes to dwell with that doesn't make the ending feel so rushed, but you still have that lack of explanation behind such plot points as Ymir's love for the king. The king was someone who enslaved her and cut out her tongue. So it's confusing because was it Stockholm Syndrome or was it a genuine love? We also saw that she took that spear for the king and she didn't regenerate, meaning her will as a Titan user faded. So was her love for the king a underdeveloped point, or was it something that was shoehorned in there? Definitely a flaw of the ending, and I can admit to that. But overall, the ending is beautiful. I think growing up with these characters and seeing these characters from their youth to now, they're still pretty young, but their young adult years is a lot. I love these characters. Characters like Reiner had me in emotional state. Just pure emotional just havoc in some episodes. Reiner's backstory, Levi, Jean, Connie, even Annie, just all of them. We love these characters, and I think it is a beautiful send-off. I think Attack on Titan has satisfied and has officially gained its place in modern pop culture, and has gained its place as one of the most not influential anime of all time, but one of the most influential TV shows of all time. We're talking about a show that, correct me if you could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan holds the most 9.9 10 out of 10 episode ratings on IMDb. This is an incredible show. It has been a journey. It has been a blast all throughout. I love it. And I just want to thank Hajime Isayama for creating a show that has changed my life, has changed many other people's lives. I want to thank the animators at Wit Studio, as well as the hardworking animators at Mappa Studio. Just brought together an anime adaptation and a story that will be talked about for years past this point. This is a defining show of our culture. Now, the episode itself. Let's start from the beginning. Epic fight scene on the back of Eren's founding Titan form. The animators at Mappa did an incredible job. I love the moment that Annie takes Mikasa, throws her like a fucking cannonball, and it goes crazy. It goes hard. I can't lie. Levi, amazing animation on Levi. Just overall, a huge thrilling scene from beginning to end. The talk with Zeke in the paths when Armin talks to him, it is emotional. You see that there's more than just, this nihilistic mindset that Zeke has been looking at since he was a child. Focus on the little things. Focus on that baseball being passed. Focus on running to that tree. It's beautiful. And we see Zeke arise with a new mindset after the conversation with Armin. But his life doesn't live too much past that, because Levi, in an admittedly badass scene, comes in, takes his revenge, slices Zeke's head off completely. That connection with the royal blood that Eren has is severed, causes the rumbling to stop. And then we proceed into the other parts of the episode. Just overall, just beautiful, beautiful scenes. Mikasa and Eren talking in the Paths world, where Eren kind of created this fake world where they lived happily ever after with each other. Finally makes their romance and puts a bow on their romance. It's sad. It is sad. Armin and Eren's talk, which was not my favorite in the manga. I think it was vastly improved from manga to anime. They slightly changed it up. I think the visuals of the pools of blood and Eren grabbing the hair and teeth from underneath the pools of blood and bringing it into his palm of his hands was such a strong visual, accompanied with Armin bringing the seashell of the sea to the surface. And their talk much improved so much more. They took out that line where Armin thanks Eren for becoming a mass murderer for their sake. Yeah, thank God. They changed it up, and they basically say, like, yo, Armin, I'm Armin. I did terrible things. I killed many other people too. I'll see you in hell, and we'll face judgment for our sins. And that felt a lot more appropriate than the weird thanking line. And honestly, I just love to see this series that made such an impact on all of our lives come to an end. I think the very end, where our main group of heroes become these mediators between the two factions, between Eldia, who has now become a fascist nation, and the people of Marley and the other nations who have now obviously suffered tragedy. Attack on Titan shows us that war is not black and white. There's gray. There's a lot of gray area, and the morals of war they get wish-washy. We see in Attack on Titan, the oppressors become the oppressed become the oppressors, and just that repeats. And that's the main theme. Eren might have gave enough time for him and for his family or his friends to live happily. We see Jean, Armin, Mikasa, and the rest of them in the time lapse at the end credits live happily ever after, and they gain peace, at least among themselves, until history repeats again. War never changes, and Eldia builds up to a successful nation. It's bombed. War just repeats. Conflict is a part of our human nature, and I think what Hajime Isayama is trying to say here is that it gets difficult, but what we have to do is we have to be like Armin and the mediators of peace, the heroes, and look at it with an optimistic mindset and try our best to find mutual ground to communicate, because this conflict arises from discommunication. Um, Beautiful send off. Thank you, Hajime Isayama. Thank you to the animators. Um, just beautiful work. Thrilling episode from beginning to end. Thank you, Attack on Titan. Don't forget to like and comment your thoughts on the Attack on Titan ending. Uh, like I said, it's divisive, it's controversial. Tell me if you hated the ending. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you were like me and you were satisfied, but you might have had some flaws with it. So until next time, I'll see you. It's been Vinny Albano.